Welcome to JK Markets Knowledge Series. This is the Career Improvement Series. Today we will learn how we can manage down or manage subordinate relationships. Managing down. Managing down is a part of middle management that includes managing your subordinates as opposed to managing up, managing your upper management. The aim of this video is to give practical advice to managers and team leaders on how to manage people in their teams, getting the best results from them and dealing with any problems that may arise. As a manager, your work is to achieve organizational goals through people. People are your most valuable resource, and a measure of your effectiveness will be less on merely the results you have achieved, but also competency attained in getting these results and the outputs, both in result and competency of your people. What then are the skills and scenarios for effectively managing subordinates and junior team members? 1. Leadership. While management aims at achieving results by using and controlling resources, leadership focuses on the most important resources, people, and aims to develop, motivate, uplift, and help them reach their fullest potentials. Skills in leadership are essential for managers who will be effective guides to their subordinates. 2. Motivation. Another essential skill for managing down is the ability to motivate people. Motivation refers to factors that cause people to behave in a certain way. In the managerial sense, getting people to act in a certain way or do certain things to achieve a certain result is motivation. When people are not motivated, work suffers. To be an effective motivator, a manager needs to have situational awareness. Managers need to know their people, what stages they are in their development, what is important to them and what is not, what is lacking that would provide fulfillment if obtained. Managers should be encouraged to study the various theories or models that explain human motivation to find the most fitting model to apply for getting the best out of their teams. 3. Organization can be described as marshalling and coordinating resources, people, work, and activities to achieve the goal of the organization. Good managers achieve this by being able to break down the big picture into achievable bits, allocate work, tasks, and activities, foster teamwork, resolve conflicts, differentiate and integrate various activities, provide role guidance and direction. In breaking down work into achievable bits, managers must ensure that they are integrated and serve the wider objective of the department or division or firm. 4. Team building. One of the most important roles of a manager is to build the team and ensure they stick through the various phases of team development, that they are developed into a highly performing team, and that this performance is properly managed to be sustainable. Managers therefore need to understand the characteristics of teams, factors that contribute to team effectiveness, team performance assessment, what needs to be done to train and develop the team, how to manage the team through difficult periods, example, conflicts and changes, and so forth. The manager would be required to have a set of skills that would improve his ability to deal with people, such as interpersonal skills, empathy, ability to influence, which means to lead without dependence on formal power, emotional intelligence, persuasiveness, adaptability, communication skills, and an achievement mindset, amongst other things. People can be the most difficult resources to manage, but with the right skill set, it is a very rewarding endeavor. 5. Delegation. Delegation is an extremely important part of managing your team because you cannot accomplish everything yourself. One of the most crucial things you do is this. At first glance, delegating seems easy. Just make clear what you want them to accomplish, then step back and let them finish. But it goes deeper than that. It is not simple. It demands expertise, patience, and bravery, and a lot of trust in your people. Delegation has a lot of advantage. A few of them include: 1. Allowing you to focus on the aspects of your job that really matter, such as those that require personal experience, skill, and knowledge. 2. Relieving you of less important and routine tasks. 3. Releasing you from being immersed in details. 4. Increasing your capacity to manage. 5. Reducing decision-making delay, provided that authority is delegated close to the sense of action. 6. Allowing decisions to be made at the level where the details can be considered. When you delegate, there are a few things you need to properly capture for the people to whom the task is delegated, as this will help us to avoid confusion, dissatisfaction, poor quality of work, and rework. When delegating, ensure that the following are well captured and communicated to the people doing the work. 1. Purpose, why the work needs to be done. 2. Task, what they are expected to do, the work they are expected to perform. 3. Timing, when they are expected to do it. 4. Outcome, the end result they are expected to achieve. 5. Authority, the authority they have to make decisions. 6. Challenges or escalation, the issues they must refer back to. 7. Reporting, the progress or completion reports they should submit. 8. Assistance, any assistance assistance and support that will be made available to them. Delegation, like most things in life, has advantages and disadvantages, but under these stated circumstances, delegation will be to your advantage. 1. If you have more work than you can effectively handle on your own. 2. There isn't enough time to handle your most effective task. 3. You want to train and develop a team member to handle certain activities and roles. 4. If you think it will increase an individual or the team's engagement with their work. 5. When you believe the person or team you are delegating to can complete the task successfully, probably is even the best person to handle that activity. 6. Performing management. This is another very important role of a manager that cannot be overlooked. Performance management helps you spot gaps in the system, processes and skills and people, and when done well can identify causes of performance variances and provide insight on how performance can be improved. Performance management is a circle that involves planning, taking actions, monitoring the outcome of the action taken, and reviewing the effectiveness of the processes. Let's look at them for a minute. 1. Planning, that is, determine the goals, standards, and degree of effectiveness to be obtained, talking about and deciding on performance improvement and personal development programs. 2. Action, that is, taking action to carry out goals and meet the necessary requirements of daily job. Individuals carry out this action under the direction and with the assistance of their bosses. 3. Monitoring, that is, people regularly assess their own activities and results, and their manager steps in as needed. The more this can be left to individuals so that they are effectively controlling their own performance, the better. 4. Reviews can be conducted whenever it is suitable throughout the year. Performance management is a year-round process rather than a seasonal activity, encouraging learning and development of the team. As a manager, your chances of success would be greatly enhanced if your team members are knowledgeable, skilled, and capable. You could hire capable individuals from both inside and outside the organization, but still, most will still need to learn about their job and position. And then, let's not forget that change is ever present today in most industries, resulting in new best practices every day, new skills to learn, new tools and technology, and new standards for work. Additionally, if your team members are to produce their best outcome, you can't leave them at the rudimentary level of skill. They would need to grow in those skills so that when they meet higher levels of demands and challenges, they will perform effectively. Today, the opportunities for learning and development are vast. A majority of learning occurs at the workspace in the form of formal off-the-job training courses, mentorship, use of knowledge sharing sessions for interactive learning, and so forth. In this situation, it is the job of the manager to ensure that the conditions are favorable for learning on the job. People could also be encouraged to learn from home, as there are e-learning opportunities that provide knowledge at the click of a mouse. Employees can also be encouraged to take on courses in areas of development that interest them, and the organization may even have encouraging policies such as subsidizing payments for these courses and certifications. For this to be effective, the manager needs to understand the conditions that drive results-driven learning. For example, that the individual should be motivated to learn, learning goals should be clearly defined, learners must gain satisfaction from learning, learners should be actively involved in the learning process, and so forth. Change management. Change is a normal part of organizational life, growth, and development. Most managers have at one point faced the challenge of implementing changes at one level or another. Perhaps they've had to introduce a new organization structure or new methods of working, or a revision to job duties, new technological driven management information systems, or make some alterations to existing terms and conditions of employment. People generally do not like changes and would oppose any kind of change, even when they acknowledge that a change will be beneficial to them and the organization. The practical changes to their routine and behavioral modifications often come as too hard a pill to swallow. As a manager, it is your responsibility to ensure that change is implemented seamlessly with as little disruptions as possible. To overcome resistance to change, a manager would need to think through to deeply understand the reasons why most people are likely to resist the change to be introduced. For instance, will the change alter job content? Will it introduce new and unknown tasks? Will it disrupt established methods of working? Will it rearrange team relationships? Will it reduce autonomy or authority? Will it be perceived as lowering status? Will it lead to job losses? Will it result in a loss of pay or other benefits? Consider also the benefits, or what we may call the good side of the change. This would be important in helping to sell sell the change to the team and reduce resistance. Also, we could get them involved in the process of the change by giving them opportunities to ask questions and resolving their concerns. If a sample of the team members can be involved in the planning and preparation process, better. It is also a good idea to use champions to sell the idea through the organization. Champions are people that are excited and enthusiastic about the new idea and can win others to the side of the new cause. Communication all the way is key to success when managing change. To summarize, managing down is a part of middle management that includes managing your subordinates as opposed to managing up, that is, managing your upper management. The aim of this video is to give practical advice to managers and team leaders on how to manage people in their teams, that is, getting the best results from them and dealing with any problem that may arise. What then are the skills and scenarios for effectively managing subordinates and junior team members? 1. Leadership. 2. Motivation. 3. Organization. 4. Team building. 5. Delegation. 6. Performance management. 7. Change management. For more information on career improvement and more specifically on how to manage your subordinates, please check out our website on www.jkmichaelspm.com. We have an endless stream of training, courses and materials to enhance your development. If you haven't yet subscribed to our videos, please like and subscribe by hitting the red button with subscribe on it down below. Now for my question. In management, we usually talk in terms of 80 to 20 principle. The 80 to 20 rule is a principle that states 80% of all outcomes are derived from 20% of causes. It's used to determine the factors, that is typically in a business situation, that are most responsible for success and then focus on them to improve results. What do you think is the 20% skill set that a manager would have that would provide solutions to 80% of his problems in managing his subordinates? Do you even think the 80 to 20 principle is something that can work in such an instance? Please give your responses in the comment section. We will go through your comments and respond or offer feedback as required. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.